Good morning. Good morning. What is going on, you beautiful people? It is 3:12 a.m. It is a Monday, and Mondays always are my best days. I make sure they're my best days because they always line up the rest of my week. And this morning I wrote a note to my family, and I simply stated this, and it was just on my heart to say it. So whoever hears it now, I suggest you take heed to it. And we always say that, and it comes at the wrong time. We always say what you got to say to the person while they're alive, because you never know when it's too late. And usually that sentiment is expressed when somebody passes. And you always sit there, and it usually comes from the person connected or directly connected to the situation at hand. And that sentiment comes from a sense of regret, or a sense of the great equalizer being death, placing us in a vulnerable position where we said, I wish I had just had. I wish I had just had. And now they have all these other great things, or these things that they want to say, great or not great, whatever the case may be, at their funeral. So as I was sitting there thinking, and I wrote this note out to my family, I said, just imagine what you would say at the person's funeral, whoever it is. Just imagine what you would say at their funeral. And how about, instead of getting to the point of regret, how about just getting to the point of thinking about that infinite moment, and then just tell them. Just tell them. Whether it's I love you, I hate you, what you did to me, how I felt, what I did to you, whatever. What about saying it? What about fast forwarding? Everybody's still alive. When I find that people are in, because I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things to condition myself to be the best that I can in every aspect. Doesn't mean I'm better, but just to be the best that I am. If I was able to run a mile last week in 9 minutes, and I can run a mile this week in 8 minutes, then that tells me that better is in me. In church, our pastor says, better is always available. Because good sometimes is not good enough. Better is always available. But I do a lot of stuff to improve. So I understand that even sometimes in the improving process, sometimes we have to look at other things. Sometimes we have to look at how we communicate with others, because that's vital, especially if it's with somebody that we love. Sometimes we'll let issues and we'll let situations come up that will cloud our thinking, or that will create a wedge. And then things just happen. Somebody will die, and there's no way to remedy that. And so now you just left with that same slogan. Say what you gotta say when the person's alive, but then you're usually saying it when the person's dead. I was so thankful when my grandmother passed away that I had said everything I had to say. I was so thankful that when my uncle passed away, that he had came over to my house 2-3 days prior to that. And I said everything I had to say. I think with my grandmother, the only thing I wanted to say is I wanted to share my vision with her. The vision that I'm living out now, I wanted to share that vision with her. But since she's been gone, I also know she's been very fundamental in making that happen. Even in death, your angels are still working over you. So take the opportunity, because as soon as I'm done, I'm going to take the opportunity to reach out and tell somebody what, especially if you think about somebody you ain't talked to, or somebody you love, or somebody you miss, or something where you're like, if this person died right now, oh God, I wish I could just say this. I wish I could have said this. Or now I got to go to the funeral. Now I got to talk. And now I have to say something about this individual. My uncle was on kind of like life support. But he was kind of conscious, not conscious, in pain. And I was so thankful that I would be able to go after my workouts to the and it was rain. Like I remember it just raining every day. And I'd go there early in the morning, I have to run through the rain, and I'd go up there and I would be able to just talk to him and tell him everything. And I remember how I felt being up. So when he passed, I did not feel like there was anything left to say. Plus, I had always told him about an incident where he let me live in his whole house, and he just gave me his whole house because I had nowhere to live. And I always told him, how important that was. So you have to make it a point to get those things out. No matter what. Because there's a huge amount of healing. There's a huge amount of restoration and being able to rise to that occasion and fulfill that order. But you have to think more of the action than you do of your pride.